Hi everybody, I am back and I am doing the second tag video that I had found. And this is actually really gonna show exactly how old I am. So if any of you guys are like wondering how old I actually am, because yeah, I've been told I look older and younger, so but this is my throwback tag. Yes. My throwback tag to my wonderful young adolescence. What year were you born? I was born in 1993. Yes. I am a child of the 90s. Do you have any pictures of yourself from when you were younger? If you do, show them. I actually really can't show them because they're on Facebook. I actually have pictures of myself as a baby, like legitly baby, like baby. Because I had to get pictures of myself when I was younger. For I'll see if I could put it somewhere in the freaking video. I don't know if I can, but yeah. For the senior thing for high school, yeah. But yeah, I have pictures. They're just on my Facebook. What TV shows did you grow up watching? Oh, okay. This is gonna show you how old I am. Rugrats. Clarissa Explains It All. Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Goosebumps series. Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. Not the mama. Not the mama. Yeah, that. Oh my god. Angela Anaconda. Big Wolf on Campus. S Club 7. That dates me. That dates me hardcore. Degrassi. Which, yeah, it's a show that's still going, but I watched it from like back when there was just JT, Toby, Manny, Emma, Craig, like that. Yeah, back when Drake was actually on it and he was Jimmy before he was paralyzed. Yeah, that shows how old I am. Along with Hey Arnold, Wild Thornberries, Cow and Chicken, Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo. Yeah, all those really awesome 90s shows that they don't really show anymore. That's what I grew up watching. Pee-wee's Playhouse. Oh god, Pee-wee's Playhouse. Uh-huh. What did you want to be when you grew up, and do you still want to be that? I've always had the same dream to be a singer. I've always wanted to be a singer. Always. I have my family who tells me constantly that I would sing before I could actually talk. So yeah, I still do, but I'm more realistic now. Like, I would love to be a singer. If the opportunity presented itself to me, then yeah, I would take it. I would snatch it in a heartbeat. But I very well doubt that opportunity is going to rear its head. But if it does, I'm going for it. Show a video of yourself when you were younger. Actually, I can't because most of the videos were lost because of moving around as much as I have, and if we did have any videos that we kept for extended periods of time, they were actually lost when we lost the storage unit. So yeah, I do not have any videos of myself when I was younger. What were your favorite toys to play with? Polly Pockets, Barbies, hula hoops, Cabbage Patch Kids. If I could find the photo, I would show you guys. I actually have a picture of myself holding my Cabbage Patch Kid when my younger brother was born, and my stepfather's holding my brother. I'm holding the Cabbage Patch Kid, and you cannot tell who's holding the doll. You legitimately look at it, and you cannot tell who's holding the baby and who is actually holding a doll. You can't, because I was that into it. But yeah, like Play-Doh, pretty standard toys. I grew up playing with, but after a certain point, I so got over Barbies. Oh yeah. What's the most embarrassing thing that you can remember doing? Okay. I had mentioned this in my first tags. I was about 3, 4-ish, and I actually married my best friend Andy at the time. Yeah, I mentioned in the video that I ran up to my house, got in my Easter dress, which was white. He ran into his house, got into his Easter tux, grabbed 2 rings that he had gotten from a gumball machine. I'm picking flowers. I have my friend Ordain, his dad standing out there wondering what the hell is going on. My mom's wondering what the hell is going on. All you see is us walk towards each other, link arms. Because I had multiple friends in this complex that we lived in. I lived in a apartment complex, but one of my friends did the dun 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 dun, that one, and the friend that ordained us, it was cute but embarrassing at the same time, because it was like really stupid things like, will you love Rachel even after she gets older and gets cooties? I do. Rachel, will you love Andy even after he gets older and stops giving you his cookies and juice? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And then she looked at her, you may now kiss. Ew, no kiss, no kiss. You may hug the bride. I'm like, yeah, ew, kiss, hug. But yeah, that was probably the most embarrassing thing I can remember doing, other than actually doing cheerleading, which I do not admit to under normal circumstances. But yes, I was a cheerleader in 6th grade. Read something you wrote when you were in kindergarten. I can't. I do not actually own anything that I wrote in kindergarten because I moved a lot. I moved a lot when I was young. 3 songs you loved to listen to as a child. C'est La Vie by Bewitched. Anything by NSYNC, anything by the Backstreet Boys, Christina, Britney, anything like that. I listened to a lot of that, but my favorite songs to listen to had to have been C'est La Vie by Bewitched, Living on the Edge of a Broken Heart by Vixen, yes, I listened to that, and Temptation by Shelby Lane. Yes, I have a very eclectic taste, and I've had it since I was young. I listen to a lot of different music from a lot of different artists because of how I was raised and my taste when I was younger. I listened to a lot of the same stuff my parents did, so yeah. What was one funny thing you dressed up for Halloween when you were younger? Oh, okay, this one is awesome. I actually had a babysitter when I was really young, and I was the only girl that was in said babysitting service. So I was spoiled. They would buy me clothes, they would dress me up, they actually would hand make me costumes. The funniest thing I can remember them dressing me up as for Halloween had to be a fairy. They actually made me this really beautiful costume and made me wings and they put glitter on me because I was a fairy, so I sparkled. Yeah, thinking back on it now, I should have been a Cullen, but still. But yeah, so I was a fairy. I was, well, they said I was Tinkerbell. They claimed I was Tinkerbell, but I was just really a run-of-the-mill fairy that was just really, really sparkly. Tell a funny story of something you remember happening when you were younger. The funny one had, that was the embarrassing one. The funny one had to be, okay. The funny one has to be the present that I had gotten for Christmas. It was this big metal. This was back when they actually made metal. Look, they weren't even plastic. They were the metal mini cars. Like 93. So nobody gave a fuck about safety. So I had a little metal Jeep that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Oh my god, I loved it. I loved it. I would drive around, be like, what up, you wanna ride? Yeah. Like, I thought I was the coolest kid on the block. And I remember, the reason I say it's a funny story is because the one day I'm driving around. This was back when Andy was around. So the one day, Andy was in the car, and all of a sudden, my mom comes running out of the thing. She hears me screaming, hears Andy screaming. Rachel, what's going on? Andy wants to drive, and I'm not letting him drive. It's my car, but he says the man is the one who drives. I don't care. I'm driving my car. He can get out. He's a duty head. Oh, we just went off on each other. And I'm like, Mommy, what is it called when you end a marriage? She's like, a divorce? I want a divorce! And I took off the ring that he had given me, and I threw it at him. I wanted to divorce my first husband. Yeah, divorce my first husband because he wanted to drive my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Jeep. I was a very shallow child. I laugh at it myself because it's like I wanted to end a marriage over driving. I'm doomed. If I ever get married, I'm doomed. Oh yeah. Are there any special things you've kept from when you were a child? Besides my addiction to Pepsi, yes, I was addicted to Pepsi for years. I've been addicted to Pepsi since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. But, my special, I have, actually two, one thing I've had since I was itty-bitty, and, I don't even think I have it here with me. I might, hold on. But it's a statue. It is a angel statue that I've had since I was born, actually. Do I have it here? Oh my god, I don't have it here. Holy dick, I don't have it here. No. No. Damn it. Okay, but I will have to show that to you guys in a later video because apparently I do not have it here, and that actually really upsets me. But it is actually a little angel not little, but it's an angel statue. It was an angel. It's an angel statue, and it's a baby angel that's resting its head on a rock. And my grandma actually bought it for me the day I was born. She did this for all of her grandchildren. I actually still own mine. Mine is still in perfect condition she gave it to me in. I don't have it at this time because I left it with my brother for safekeeping. But yeah, I actually have that. That's something that is very, very special to me. I do not, most people touch it at all. And if they do, they're very, very special and they're very few. What's something weird you used to do as a child? Okay. This kind of goes along with funny stories. I was a very random child. I was very easily entertained. Like, my mom would give me string when I was little, and I would, like, bat it around. But, two things that strike me as really weird. Well, one's really weird, the other's kind of funny, but I decided to throw it in. I was actually afraid of Barney. I was utterly terrified of Barney. My mom would put Barney on, and I would scream. But if she put Geraldo Rivera on, I laughed. And the one day she looked at me, she's like, I want to know why exactly you would scream at Barney but laugh at Geraldo. I looked at her, dude, I was laughing at the stash. Yeah, I would legitimately sit and watch either Jerry Springer or Geraldo Rivera and laugh. I was a fucked up kid. Or, when I was little, I couldn't pronounce certain words. Like, this was when the clapper, yeah, the whole clap on, clap off, the clapper thing was really, really big. So I would run around, I don't care where I was, who I was around. I would run around and go, crap on, crap off, the crapper, because I couldn't pronounce clap. So it became crapper. Or me in my grandmother's dog cage. My grandma had a dog, Buddy, who has since passed. Rest in peace, Buddy. But he had a cage, and I would go inside this cage, and I would stay there for hours. And nobody knew why up until somebody asked. And they have pictures and videos that have never been developed or anything because they were afraid that they would get abuse charges. But my one cousin actually asked me. She's like, Rachel, why are you in the doghouse? She's like, Rachel, are you okay? You know you don't have to go in that doghouse. And I said, yeah, I know. She had this conversation with me, and after a certain point, I looked at her, I was like, can I go now? I left my water running. Nobody thought that I was playing house. I was playing house in a dog cage. Hi. Oh yeah. What's the scariest thing you remember happened to you when you were younger? Okay, this is gonna get really depressing really fast. Scariest thing I remember happening to me when I was younger was my sexual abuse. Yes, I was sexually abused as a child. I'm not putting out names, but the sexual abuse that I personally myself endured was scary. Or my brother. My brother had the tendency to crack his head open a lot, and I think that would come to a close second because the one time he ran under a truck, a tractor trailer truck, and busted his head open. Yeah, busted his head straight open down to the skull, and I went to make sure that he was okay, because that's what my job was when I hung out. When I was in charge of him, my job was to make sure he was okay. Check his head, pouring blood. I say, okay, come here. I sit him down on the grass, have the two other girls sit on either side of him. I run upstairs to the second floor apartment that we lived in, open the door, and all I can do is scream out, Ryan busted his head open! Right? Yeah, Ryan's bleeding. He busted his head open again. I have never seen my stepfather go down so many flights of stairs so fast. I swear to God, he did not touch one. Oh yeah, it was bad. It was horrible. It was really bad. But this is the last one. Woo! How is the world now different from how it was when you were a child? Even though I had really bad stuff happen to me, like the sexual abuse, the world held more mystery and more magic then. I even notice it now. Like, Christmas just passed. And Christmas was such a fun, happy time for me when I was little. Santa's coming. Presents. This, that, and the other. And I guess growing up and realizing what I have gone through, the magic just goes away. It really does. The little things that you used to enjoy, like sitting and watching Saturday morning cartoons, don't hold the same nostalgia they used to. Unless it's the 90s shows, and then I'm like, oh my god, I need cereal. But, yeah, it's just all that magic and mystery and wonder in the world is gone. It's nowhere to be found. Like, there are times, yes, I wish I could still have that innocence and just view the world as this bright, wonderful place. But that's not how it always is. It really isn't. But I'm not trying to, make this a sad video or, like, down anything. I do admit, I had a relatively good, okay childhood. But, yeah. That was my throwback tag. Children of the 90s. Comment below if you want to make a reply video to this. Do it. I would love to hear from you guys. I really would. Actually, I tag all of you. Everybody who watches this at all. Either make a video response or answer one of the questions in the comment area. Like, what? Okay. In the comments, leave the 3 songs you listened to when you were younger. And for the people who do the video, do all the questions. I would love to hear your guys' childhood. I would love to hear it. Okay? So, yeah. I will talk to you guys later because actually I am losing my voice at this point. It is 4:28 in the morning. I am bored and trying to figure out crap to do. So, yeah, I might even do a makeup tutorial tonight. I don't know. I am bored and I don't feel like sleeping. So, peace. Love. Huggles. Smack fingers. Bye, guys.